Welcome, Libra. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your meditation reading. This is being done during the new moon in Capricorn, but this meditation is specifically looking at the energy of the Sun conjuncting Pluto. Both moved into Aquarius in the second half of this month. I'm not describing the date because this is an energy we've been feeling for a time, and with Pluto leaving the sign of Capricorn after almost 2 decades of transiting in and out, it's a major transition that is being felt throughout the entire collective and will be felt through the summer. It will retrograde back into Capricorn in the fall for just a few weeks before permanently leaving Capricorn. But this transition is significant for you. This is presenting you with opportunities that are going to impact not only your creativity, but also your recreation, your joy, opportunities to find pleasure with peers, with children, and in building, creating things as part of your peer group, your relationships. This is considered the house of romance, additionally, for those of you in any kind of relationship that want to enhance the pleasure, new ways of finding pleasure, new avenues of meditation or sharing new concepts, new technologies, and new possibilities as we have entered into the age of Aquarius. So I thank you all, welcome you all for being here. I'm beginning personal readings. The information for that is in the description box below. And I, again, want to appreciate all of the support that you give to me as we get started, Libra, with your overall energy, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is describing the amount of intellectual energy, the wealth of ideas, strategies, possibilities that you are sensing right now. This can be this is the result of your experience. However, it is also about this desire to figure things out in a way that can be overextended, as though you're overanalyzing opportunities in general right now. You're looking at all the myriad and possibly new ways that you can do things that didn't exist before. And this can be not only increasing your anxiety level in general, your nervousness, your inability to relax, it may be taking you out of the present moment. This card is indicating that as well as an openness to all of these new ideas, possible truths, there is also a great increase in your connection to your intuition. And that instead of thinking through problems, you are also able to feel through your intuition solutions in a way that has been heightened and is being heightened by Pluto's transit into an Aquarius, forming favorable aspects to certainly your Libra sun and quite possibly other aspects of your astrological chart. So this is really about letting go of the ideas and the need to figure out and plan, welcoming the unexpected with security in the idea that you know what is best for you. In the 10th house, we have the Moon card, which is really amplifying this aspect of opening up to the unknown. And the unknown can be described as that information that is coming to you from your subconscious. This is information that may not be in your comfort zone. It rarely is for those of us with a recognition that we are much more motivated, controlled, and driven by unconscious thoughts than we are by conscious thoughts. And the desire to control our conscious activities is what drives this, is what is driving your anxiety, quite possibly at this time. This is saying relax into the unknown energy. You have the experience, you have the knowledge to navigate that, particularly as you recognize that the unknown does not necessarily is not necessarily a cause for fear. What it does do is increase your resolve, your courage, your connection to fearful behaviors, areas of fear that you may not have had the courage or the will to face in the past. And as you face those fears, as you cultivate those practices that allow you to be still, to tap into the information of your unconscious, you will find guidance, assistance, strengths, unknown quantities that constitute your experience and your character that can be called upon now to support where you're going, to provide you with authentic guidance regarding what is best for you in a way that goes beyond, much more profoundly relevant than your ideas can take you. In the first house, we have the Four of Wands, and this is a beautiful confirmation that your desire right now is to grow and to celebrate that growth. And so again, I'm seeing this particular transit, this particular moment as a time for you to really acknowledge the advancement, the progress that you've made, to celebrate your goals to advance and move forward as part of a community, as part of your foundational relationships. This can be your work of service towards the community that you've cultivated as part of your work, centering the way that you are growing as a person and the way that you're seeing that reflected in your relationships, in the efforts of service that you make towards others, by acknowledging growth over challenge, by your commitment to understanding and modeling for others that every challenge contains gifts, every experience contains opportunities for growth. So this can indeed signal some kind of an actual ritual of celebration, an actual marriage, a graduation, some acknowledgement of certification, growth, licensing, or distributing acknowledgement of the growth of others and celebrating that. In the fourth house, we have the Hanged Man. I'm really loving this combination of the moon and the Hanged Man because it's showing me that you're allowing yourself the space to stand still. As an air sign, this transit that I'm highlighting is in an air sign, the planet of Aquarius. Aquarius can be fixed. It is a fixed energy, in fact, but you're really slowing yourself down to accommodate the need for meditation, the need for prayer, the need for journaling or doing dream work. This can be the need for therapy, the opportunity to seek counsel within or through other means. So there are numerous aspects that you're allowing yourself to pursue in order to realize something that may have been fearful, something that is not an automatic go-to for you, but perhaps something that you work with in others, that you're allowing this guidance, this aid, this assistance in areas that are usually unfamiliar to you. And you're recognizing that this is going to provide you with a shift in perception that allows you to reframe all the opportunities for abundance around you, to see the value in things that you may have perceived as challenging, difficult. You're reframing those, you're able to reframe those as opportunities for your own personal growth. In the 7th house, the house of significant others, including goals, intentions, the Knight of Wands is the fire that is facing this ability to celebrate the growth, your own growth and the growth of others, modeling that for others. You are pursuing your heart's desires. You're identifying those goals of significance for you. You are actively exploring new ideas, new ways of doing things with the desire to expand, to grow, and to discover aspects of yourself and your community, perhaps of your partners, that you formerly may have shied away from, may not have felt comfortable with, may not have perceived as positive benefits or additions to your efforts in pursuing your goals. This is opening up to a more creative style, perhaps a more spontaneous, less planned way of working towards your goals. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey card, Libra, and ask you if you're resonating with this reading to like this video, to share this with someone who may find it useful, to comment below. I love reading your thoughts, and to subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pull the card Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. This is beautiful resonance for you. I'm also going to pull a Flora and Fauna of Africa card for a little support from the ancestors. And out has flown the spotted hyena. And the plant that's associated with that is the delphinium. And the key word is protection. Trust your intuition and instinct. Watch your surroundings and choose your words carefully. So I'm going to clarify the first house, the Four of Wands with the Page of Water in the second house, and the Ace of Water in the third house. This is beautiful. You're learning to manage the resources, your emotional resources, your intuitive resources. You're opening yourself up to communicating, perhaps establishing a relationship with guides, with ancestors, with your dreams. Perhaps you're starting a dream journal, a prayer practice. But you are open to being a beginner in this practice, which is an absolutely beautiful thing. This is you opening up your heart to the possibility that there is information within your emotional experience, within your ability to gauge what works for you, what feels good to you, pursuing those things that feel good, those relationships that support you, that lift you up, understanding that growth doesn't have to be painful, doesn't have to be hard, but that the right guidance and supporters can help to show you ways, new ways of accessing your own creativity, your own imagination, cultivating those through aspects of yourself you may not have recognized or celebrated, acknowledged in the past. There are also new relationships or new aspects of your relationships that you're experiencing. This is you really, as you are more open to friendships, the recreation, the pleasure, the joy, the creativity in your partnerships, your friend group, even with your children or other family members. You are open to an ability to be more playful, to be more joyful in those relationships, open to expressing your emotions, perhaps not standing back from thoughts that are not so dispassionate, that are imbued with a vulnerability that it has perhaps been uncomfortable or even unfamiliar to you in the past. The Hanged Man in the 4th house is clarified by the 6 of Earth in the 5th house and the 2 of Earth in the 6th house. You are committing to a review of all of your relationships. You really are looking at a former way of being, a former set of beliefs or strategies that you've employed in your relationships, perhaps relevant specifically to your co-workers, even your own well-being, how you perceived your productivity and efficiency in a way that may have relied on the acceptance or the conformity to a set of beliefs that you were given or conditioned with. You are instead really evaluating those beliefs, those structures, in order to ensure that your relationships, your goals are reciprocal, that you receive in some equitable way a return on your energy, on your support, on the love and attention that you give to others and to your goals, your practices. So this is really showing you to committing yourself to your relationships afresh with this whole desire to be more playful, more enjoyable, to enjoy more, to be in pleasure as a part of something that you are worthy and deserving of enjoying in relationships, that you need not always be the provider, the taskmaster, the one who is managing the resources and supplies the desires of others. The Knight of Wands in the 7th house is clarified by the Love card, or the Lovers in the 8th house, and the Messenger of Fire in the 9th house. You are the Messenger of Fire is a beautiful confirmation of the Knight of Wands that you've already received here. So there's a willingness, an inspiration that can look like impulsivity, like spontaneity, like following your intuition around the inspiration you're receiving. This may be somewhat uncharacteristic, but this is you actually choosing those things that feel better to you, that you recognize now and see promote your long-term security, stability, and growth. You're looking at all opportunities in relationship through that lens. What an abandonment of momentary gratification or projection of something that would be satisfying, as opposed to something that allows you to enter into an agreement to grow in the long term, to benefit in the long term, to grow permanently, even to select and commit to something that you feel allows you to grow and allows you to support someone on a similar growth path, one that you have joined together and committed to together. This is about not just your romantic relationships, but particularly to those relationships where you share resources, share money, share values, so that you are choosing a new path that incorporates pleasure, spontaneity, energetic determination to pursue something that lights up your spirit, that helps you to grow and expand into new areas of growth. This is interesting because you are equally engaging your emotional nature. This is part of the courage with which, the bravery with which you're entering into the realm of your emotional existence, your subconscious, and feeling the courage, the bravery to face unknown aspects of yourself or uncomfortable aspects of your own behavior. The moon in the 10th house is clarified by the Chariot card in the 11th house and the High Priestess in the 12th house. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful confirmation of the fact that you are dropping the need to solve the problems of others around you, everyone around you. You're providing certainly the help that you are capable of, particularly the compassion, the ability to listen and advise, but you are allowing others to solve their own problems as you focus on the goals that are significant to you. You're pursuing your own desires, understanding that you are on the path that is best suited to your highest empowerment and thus your highest level of service. You're tapping into the reason you came here, and simply the desire to fix others is not what you came here to do. You came here to pursue the best you can be. That can certainly include and does include service, but that service doesn't necessarily include the need to solve conflicts for others. Now, it certainly could be. Libra, you are known for your love of justice, your ability to harmonize and balance energies, to seek redress, and indeed some way in which you can articulate and inhabit positions of adjudication, balancing energies on behalf of others, whole groups for others, indeed, may be your specific service, but that comes through a meeting of your desires, a fulfillment of your potential, an addressing your desire, and an investment in that, so that you're pursuing the thing that is going to best enable you to fulfill your mission, however you define it. I'm going to finish up this reading, Libra, with a hummingbird oracle. Oops. Too many. And I pulled a magical surprise. I love that. It sounds like a wonderful box of cereal when you're children. A joyous gift is swooping in from the heavens. I'd love to know what that magical gift is, that joyous gift for you, Libra. Thank you for this beautiful reading. Until next time, Namaste.